CS operation in a distributed multimedia system, then some concept about multimedia object server, some concept about topologies used in distributed multimedia system, and the database concept in terms of DMS. So our unit consists all this. So let us come to the first topic, which is component. What component a distributed multimedia system have? So basically a distributed multimedia system is having the components like a information server, or it is called as media server, and the second one is a multimedia client, or you can write it like many clients. Then a wide area network and the topology associated with that distributed multimedia system, and last one is the database where all data can be stored. So coming to the components in a brief manner, then we will discuss it in a whole. Okay, so the basic distributed multimedia system works like having a intermediate wide area network with some topologies, and this wide area network is also been cooperated with the database and the proxies. Proxies are the addresses relating to the node of each server, and the media server and the client, all these two are incorporated with the wide area network. And next, the types of media server we are dealing in the multimedia system is video server and audio server. The video server is that which streams the video from the server to a client. Whenever we are requesting for a video in some specific website, it will stream through the video server. And the audio server is exactly that, which stream the audio from an server for the request of client. So the functions of video server in brief we can discuss that it stored the raw audio video data, and audio server store the processed or raw audio. And video, the second function of video server is allocating proxies. Proxies means allocating the nodes for each and every client from the required server. And it also helps, the video server helps in quicker communication, and audio server helps to take out the audios for the better audibility. Next, we are going for the second topic, client server operation in distributed multimedia system. So how the client server operate? So basic client server model include a request and reply model within the client and server, which require some specific criteria. So what are they? It needs protocol. What do you mean by protocol? The set of rules. And the bandwidth of a network. Bandwidth means how much speed that a network have. If the network have a higher bandwidth, then the data transmission will occur, or any video and audio transmission will occur fast. Then what are the protocols that are required in a basic client server model? So the protocols here we are dealing with, the basic client server model are hypertext transfer protocol, domain naming services, simple mailing transfer protocol, and telnet, which is the terminal network protocol. So let us come to the functions of all these protocols. The HTTP mainly connect the local server to the local network. If the server is local, then if the server is local, then it connect to the local client that helps that is being operated through the HTTP. And domain naming services hold the IP address or name to the particular domain, and simple mailing transfer protocol helps to send the messages. Telnet helps to maintain the remote substance of a network or remote connection of a network. Then the requirements of client and server. So to transmit in a client server mode in a distributed environment, the client has some specific criteria or requirement. So what are they? It must have a web browser. We must have a web browser, like what do you mean by web browser? We are having Google, Chrome, and like that you can take it like Internet Explorer and all that, Mozilla Firefox, all that web browser. Then chatting applications, any application that you can get the reply back, that is called chatting application. You're very well known about the chatting application. Then mailing software. Mailing software is the most necessary element for the client. And for the requirement, the server require wave internet connection and database which produces metadata. Metadata is the metadata. What is metadata? Metadata holds information about the data. Is it fine? Then coming to the next topic, it is distributed client server operation. Okay, how the distributed client server will operate. Okay, so the distributed operation means the client and server must be placed far from each other, and the client must use the remote procedure call, and the server must reply back from that call. Okay, how it will happen? So here there are so many clients which are requesting for the data that and services through the remote procedure call, that is called remote procedure call, which is enabled through a network 1, that is wide area network, which contain which is in interaction with the database. That why it is in interaction with the database? Because all the clients who send the procedure call must store their call in the database. The database hold the calls, and it is again taken by the server. The if the client 1 send call 1, then